Hey team, I want to jump on here and I want to express some thoughts and share some thoughts with everybody, get your feedback, see what you think, have your input as well on the topic of niching down or specializing in your specific area as a personal trainer or a fitness coach. It seems to be a talking point here that I've had with a few people online and in person, and gone through this myself, where I used to be this whole person was like, oh look, I can just do everything, I can do that. I had this stupid ego, and I was like, let me just try everything. I become a jack of all trades and never a master of any. And it really was, well, at the time I didn't really understand it, but now I look back and was like, wow, what an idiot I was. And so I want to share these with you just to see your thoughts. Hopefully can help you and help you avoid these same mistakes. So why should you niche down? Why should you specialize in an area? Well, there's some really big reasons, but the number one reason is because this is the way your value will go up. This is how you'll build a better reputation. Think about it. When you know of someone who's very good at what they do, you know them pretty much for one singularity. You go, okay, they are the best at sales or closing or marketing or delivery or programming or social media or video or photography, whatever. You know them from this one thing. So as a personal trainer or fitness coach, it's exactly the same. You need to understand what is your best option for you to move forward. So the first real thing is, how do we know that? What is our niche? And when you're starting off in the industry, it's actually really hard because you're getting a feel for everything. You're trying to understand it. But here's my kind of take on it. I was very fortunate that I didn't think about this, but I just ran towards what I loved, what I wanted to do personally. So when I started off, it was at school. I just wanted to do some group training because I loved the energy, I loved interacting with people, and that was my thing. And so when I was in there, I was involved with it. I was watching people move and what people were doing, and I just fell into the group training, the group fitness side of things. And people say like, oh, maybe you should do personal training as well. So I did a bit of personal training, and I got very good at personal training. Don't get me wrong. I've had a great career. In fact, it started off where, I joined this Auckland City Les Mills as a personal trainer. I was a rookie at the time. And then I think within the first week, I sold like the biggest package they'd ever sold. The next day, I was caught a bit of a zero because I was also caught off chatting with someone else that I shouldn't be doing. And what I was actually doing was teaching some group fitness, which later on, I just realized was actually my bigger passion was the group fitness side of things. So anyway, what it is that when you are very passionate about something, you're going to go learn about it. You want to go share it. You want to be involved with it. You want to be about any education that's going on. And so to understand what you think you should go into, I would say, look, that's my recommendation, is what do you really like doing during your day? When nobody's around, when nobody's watching, and you're doing your thing, what is it when it comes to the space of fitness, right? So if you're passionate about it, there's things behind it. You're going to learn from it. You want to learn of it. You want to learn more about it. Because what increases your value within the space is your depth of understanding. For example, being, if I know the human body, and I can say, yes, there's humerus, there's sternum, there's the femur, tibia, yep, there's a few bones. But if I can break it down, the phalanges, metacarpals, if I can tell you the clavicle, the hip bone, the pelvis bone, whatever, if I can go deeper into the muscles there as well with the quadriceps, I could say quads, or I could say vastus medialis, rectus femoris, vastus lateralis. I can go deeper into it, and that means my value starts to increase as a person. And when someone's looking from the outside in, and they've got a choice between someone who knows one or two things about what they want to achieve, or someone who knows 10 or 100 things about what they want to achieve, this person's going to win every time. So the aim is to really increase your value by niching down, going deeper into the space. Is this all making sense? Yeah? Okay, great. So we've got a passion. We've got a deeper understanding for it, right? And then what we can do too, what really makes it better, is we can hone a product or develop a product that is so good, people are going to talk about it. Because that's ultimately what we want. Okay, we want to be able to build a product that people go, not that was okay, but they say, wow, that was amazing. It's changed my life. I've learned all this stuff. I've done all this stuff that I never thought I would do. Okay, and that's what happens when you can specialize. Because here's the thing. Let's say you're a trainer and you charge $100 per session. And someone that does your $100 session, they've got expectations, they want a $100 session. Great. Now, if I deliver a $100 session, this person, my client, is going to say, okay, yeah, I was satisfied, they're worth $100. But that's not your goal. As a coach, as a trainer, what you're actually trying to do is you're trying to provide value that's well beyond your price point. Why? Because you want them to rave about you. You want them to speak about you to their friends, their colleagues, their family, someone they just came across. They, oh, go see Grant because he did this for me, or they helped me achieve this. And that's what you're actually trying to do, is build your price point, but keep increasing your value. So the more education you learn about, the more you can deliver on, the better you're going to get, and the more people you're going to get coming towards you. All right? So think about that. Why specialize down? Because you're passionate about it, you'll last longer in it. You'll be more educated in it, you'll get better understanding, which means you can provide more value to your client. Super important, all right? And then the other side of it is you can stand out, the reputation you can build, because when you're down here and you're fighting amongst everyone else to get the clients, everyone's after a weight loss client, everyone's after a strength client, everyone's after just a toning client, then what you do is you start to rise above the crowd because you specialize in a group that is so, I want this result. I want this outcome. And this person is the person who's better at achieving this outcome, so I'm going to go see them. It's like when you go see a doctor. You don't want the general practitioner, you want the specialist, right? That's who you actually want because they have more value, they have more depth of understanding. Yes, they charge more, and we'll get to that in a second, but you're still willing to pay because you know the value is there, the outcome is there. And this is what your next step is actually building towards, is the outcome. Because when you have a client who's potentially going to work with you, you're like, okay, great. Look, if they're coming to you because they've heard about you from someone else, already there's a relationship. All right? You've already got a reputation for being good in your space. What they want to find out is how good you really are, and more importantly, how confident are they that you are going to achieve the result that they want? So that's why it's really important. I know it's hard to do for a lot of people, especially if you've been in the game for a while and you do a whole lot of different things. If you specialize in one area, if you just try and remove the clutter, get more focused, laser focused, give yourself that 2 or 3 year period, you'll exponentially expand and grow your business. So go, try it out. If you have questions, please put them in the comment section down below. If you have thoughts, put them down in the comment section below. Please, if you agree or disagree, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. If you think this is valuable to somebody else, share, let them know as well. But yeah, just wanted to share these thoughts with you. Hopefully this helps you be more successful, because this is what I want for you to develop, because my goal is to get a million trainers helped to be a better personal trainer or be a better fitness coach. And the only way I could do that is with the help of people like you. When you're successful, you're able to share your stories and pass it on to other people as well. So much love, really appreciate the time, and see you in the next video.